Thinking. And we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this one shot that probably will not be a one shot because have you met most of us? We have a wonderful group of people. I am your Mistress of Chaos. I'll be your DM, GM, whatever you want to call it for tonight. We are playing NASA's role play game called The Lost Universe. Yay! I'm going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves, where you can find them, and then we will get the game kicked off. So, Tavern, other side, would you like to kick us off, and then we'll go down with Winespring.
Buenas noches, señoras y señoritas. I am Tavern. I am a co-host on the Wheel and Chill show. We're on most Mondays, like every other Monday or something like that. Except when the Wheel of Time comes out, and then we're on there all the time. Slurpee McSlurpee10 down there is also a co-host. Whatever. I also make merch. You can find my stuff on Redbubble. And if you can find me as Tavern on Redbubble, on X, on TikTok. I also have a TeePublic store and the Wheel and Chill store, which is on Zazzle. Just look for Tavern on any of those. And that's it for me. And I'll be playing Granite. That's it.
All right, Winespring.
Hey, that's me. I'm Winespring. You can find me on X as Winespring Cafe.
This is why it's going to be more than one session.
Recycling a joke? I mean, lazy.
Yeah, you met me. You met me.
Anyways, so you can find me on X as at Winespring Cafe and check out my website, winespringcafe.com. And I specialize in recipe creation for Wheel of Time fans. Here's my hashtag what eats. And I hope you come by and say hey on X. Oh, and obviously Will and Chill and all that awesome stuff, that Tavern was talking about.
Someone has to go next.
Oh, Aliens.
I'll go next. I'm Aliens. You can find me at Awoo. Good luck with that. So you could probably just look for Aliens and you might be able to find me on X. I have a book out. I'm a writer. You can find my book. It's called The Last Door, and it's on Amazon, and I think it's like $3.50. So nice. It took me about 10 years to write, and if you don't have $3.50 for 10 years of my time, you need to leave. So
yeah, get out. Bye.
Yeah, get out.
You're done.
I'm going to be playing AI. So that is my character, and that is who I am.
Okay, one question real quick.
Yeah.
What was the name of your book again?
It's called The Last Door.
The Last Door. What genre is it in?
Well, that is a great question. It is loosely. It started as a Doctor Who fan fiction. It merged into a romance, and now it's like an apocalyptic drama, sci-fi, speculative fiction. So,
okay, I think I found it. And it's like the horizon and like the Earth. Yeah, I was about to drop that link.
It's
a door.
Our
a door
description of the YouTube channel. So
awesome.
It links to the
Perfect.
Amazon
perfect.
page.
Thank you.
Make
and you
sure.
don't really have to buy it, but
Well, I'm gonna.
It'll be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Winespring.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Winespring. You can find me on X at The Meme Reborn. And I get the luxury of tasting all the hashtag whites.
It's true.
Awesomeness. So
Hate you.
It's good too.
And I will be playing Starman.
Starman.
All right. And then, as I said before, I'm Mistress of Chaos for tonight, but most of you guys know me as Roof Mistress Leia on ThreeFold Talk. We're on the Malgear Talks, this channel, YouTube channel, Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm on X as Roof Mistress. Basically, all my socials are Roof Mistress. Also, on X, I will be starting a Wheel of Time D&D campaign set in the 4th Age. And so that X is time to roll dice.
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
Time to Roll the Dice will be the name of that podcast. So follow me there for future announcements that should be coming out in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's D&D, so you know how much
Be flexible.
that goes as scheduled, right? So anyways, all right, without further ado, let's get started. We are starting the campaign set in our world, but something's a little different. Back in 1990, NASA launched a revolutionary new observatory called the Hubble Space Telescope into low Earth orbit. About the size of a school bus, Hubble was destined to change humanity's view of the cosmos with its high-resolution view of the universe. By placing the telescope above Earth's murky atmosphere, it would be able to observe space without any interference from clouds, light pollution, or atmospheric distortions. Hubble's vision sees beyond what the human eye can, extending into ultraviolet and near-infrared ranges. The placement and design of this telescope would revolutionize our understanding of the cosmos, launching an era of unparalleled astronomical discovery. Plus, Hubble's design included the ability to be serviced in space by astronauts, which allowed the telescope to be repaired and upgraded multiple times. But in this world, our world, it's as if the Hubble never even existed.
What?
In a world without Hubble, nobody knows the age of our universe, or that black holes lurk in the centers of galaxies, or just how much beauty exists within the cosmos. Without Hubble, there is also no James Webb Space Telescope. Without the critical experience of servicing missions completed by astronauts in space, the International Space Station also has never happened. Technology that detects cancer, track endangered species, decode ancient manuscripts, and more is also lacking. Our intrepid adventurers all work at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center here in DC with me in Greenbelt, Maryland. Their jobs are exciting and fulfilling. And as you discover more and more about your planet and universe every day, you still can't shake the fact that something big seems to be missing. A subtle ache lives in your mind, insisting that you're forgetting something, but it's always just out of reach. The more you try to remember, the worse the pain gets. Each of you experienced this feeling, but lately it's impossible to ignore. You suggest, so you guys have all been working on this, and after a long day of work, frustrating day of work, you are about to go to bed. So let's introduce who we are. We'll go in reverse order this time. So who are your characters now? And your real life characters.
Okay, so that's me first, I think, right?
Yes. Starman, take it away.
Okay, so I'm Starman, and I, from a very young age, have been inspired by the SNES game Earthbound, and love David Bowie, and so just latched on to the nickname Starman. So I spent my life tinkering with electronics, mechanical devices, and learning how they work, and just having a lot of fun. And eventually started getting into computer programming, and eventually landed a job at NASA and had to work my way up the ladder. My first project was to work on the algorithm for bathroom sink sensors at NASA offices to try and improve it, because every time you put your hand in there, it's like it just won't come on, you know? And so went from there and worked my way up to working on mission critical systems, and I'm very happy here at NASA.
Great job.
Very, very nice.
Starman.
Aliens.
Yes. So there is music in the background, and I can definitely mute myself and then move to a place where it's quieter. I am playing an AI. I was created by somebody in this room. Let's see.
Yes.
I am a program that was designed mostly to help the satellite system and for navigation, but I also have evolved after my program was canceled. Starman decided to keep working on me. So I've become a little bit of whatever is needed. Sometimes just a chat bot, but mostly a really helpful guide and tool
Yeah.
in a good way.
I was like, you are not a tool. Okay, so here comes Senator Billy Nelson, the 14th administrator of NASA. That's me. I'm in charge of NASA. Aren't you glad I'm here? And I'm a senator from Florida. I've been an advocate for space exploration, climate change, and career training in science and technology. I have experience in space. I've trained and flown as a payload specialist. I've conducted 12 medical experiments in space. You guys are safe with me. This is the mission that made me the second sitting member of Congress to travel into space. Prior to this political career, I also served in the U.S. Army, rising to the rank of captain. Bet you're not even surprised. And I hold a degree in political science from, we're just going to leave that out, and a doctorate of law. And, I might have some surprises up my sleeves coming very soon. So check out my on X @ Bill Nelson. I'm real.
True story.
Nice to meet you, Billy.
Great. And last but certainly not least, Granite of the one name variety.
Granite.
Are you burping or talking?
That's rude. So I work for a security contractor. My background is classified. But my company, it's a one-letter agency. You've probably never heard of them. But it's apparently we can be overt about it now. So I work for LMNOP. And I'm here to protect the Badger Project. There were some concerns about espionage and technology getting in the wrong hands. And I am a master at espionage and security. And you can call me Granite.
Hi, Granite.
All right. So at the end of a long work was satisfying, but still that hole in your life just it's like physically palpable now. And as you all lay your heads down, ironically, right around the same time as everybody else in the room, you feel flicker, flicker, flicker pulsating through your body, and you are physically ripped out of your consciousness, and part of your physical body comes with you. Darkness fades around you, and then light. You find yourself standing in front of what seems to be a portal, one of several in the bustling space around you. Something about this is familiar, kind of like a bus stop on Earth. There are several different portals around you that have walkways leading right up to a sign hanging above it. Each of them reading Sarthalios, Vesta Pyaria, Palarid. I hate these fucking words.
You're doing a great job.
Palaridian and Architectum. Made up words are the worst.
I could repeat those back easily.
Yeah, totally, right? Pop quiz. you can you get the sense that each of these portals is leading to a different city. And as you take everything in, you see a sign above with large lettering that reads, "Welcome to Aldestron." The more you take in these strange yet somewhat familiar surroundings, you hear different languages that you don't quite understand as people walk and talk. Different species you've never seen before. And more immediately, you realize you're standing in a group of people that seem familiar, but not quite the way you remember them.
Who are these people?
So, so Senator Nelson, you now have bright, what are they, purple eyes?
Right, purple eyes.
Yeah.
Can you see 'em?
Starman, you are in completely different clothes. You look way cooler than you've ever looked in your entire life.
I like it.
Granted, you were big before, but now your like bulk has like tripled in size.
Yeah.
And IBAI, you actually have a physical body now.
What? That's crazy. And my Spotify account is broken. Because I'm in a new location.
And of course it is.
So IBAI, you actually do recognize some of these languages, and as you're taking in your new physical form, you realize that there's something in your pocket that you believe might be helpful for the group.
You have a pocket.
I have pockets.
Hey, Paul, I've got a hole in my pocket. Nobody knows what that's from.
And you pull out a bunch of universal translators.
Yay.
May I have one?
You absolutely may. They're tiny little beads, so don't lose it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. Here you go. Let me just take a little.
Thank
you a
you.
little-
Do we eat it? How do
No,
we use it?
do not eat these.
Okay.
Do not. It says on the packet, do not eat.
Do not eat.
What if you already ate it?
I've got more, but
Understood.
well, maybe I'll just turn that one off for later. We don't want to translate what's going on inside of you. I mean,
You're gonna have to
maybe
help
we
me
do
out.
for
I'm not sure
research.
how to use this.
Put it in your
Where
ear.
should I? Ear. Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I might need some guidance on technology.
You're the head of NASA.
Oh no.
Should have paid more attention before you start, instead of hawking medication and Medicaid in Florida.
Oh,
I don't
no.
expect you to understand because you're just security, but that was a joke.
I'm from Florida. It's not fun. No, I'm just
This
kidding.
is gonna be great. This is gonna be great.
All right, so where did my notes go? Ah, the cat ate my notes.
No.
So you guys, the city that you're on, as you're going to surmise, is Aldestron. It is you're on a plateau, which is where the metropolis part of the city is, and below the plateau you'll see a bunch of farmlands spreading out from there. So it kind of like goes into the suburbs, into farmlands, and there's bunch of modern seeming conveniences around you. So you're at a bus stop, but the people walking around, they're not humans. It's like they're little creatures, like hobbity looking things, and then they've got some of them have horns with tails and pink and purple skin. Some of them look like big Trollocs. It's just a whole bunch of crazy humanoid-ish things that like basically it's coming right out of the movies walking around. And as you put in, it goes from this gobbledygook that you guys can't understand to like immediately translates into whichever language you're most comfortable speaking on Earth. And people are saying things like, oh, Oh, we made it just in time for supper. Let's go to the Horsehead Tavern. Oh, great idea. I could use a pipe, and Damien's always got some kind of interesting story to tell us. Hey, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And people are just, post work chit chat as they're heading home from what you can probably surmise is a long day of work.
I don't know where we're at, but that lady said a tavern, and people usually spill their freaking guts out when they're sitting there drinking. We might get some information there. That's all I'm saying.
Can I do a nature check?
What are you trying to do?
I want to know if they are anything within my, like, related to anything that I might know, like if I would maybe know what they are.
Yeah. So go ahead, roll me a nature check, and like you're going through your ones and zeros, going back through all your back catalogs.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. All right. So add that and dice roller. So I get a 22.
22, very nice. They are nothing that exists on Earth, but Starman he didn't set up his barriers in his computing system, so you were able to access some of his audiobooks. And so it sounds very much like things from like the Dragonlance book series, like maybe these are gnomes and tieflings. So again, things that are straight out of fantasy.
Excellent.
Did you see these muscles? That's a fantasy.
Disadvantage.
I think I have message, so I'm gonna message the group that info just quietly.
All right, so
you guys have little watches. I message you. Boop, boop.
It's my little watch.
I think these are gnomes.
So, things are kind of difficult for me right now with reality. This is like, what? Is there a way to confirm that I'm not just in a dream right now and I'm just seeing people from work?
You hear me? Senator, check your pockets. Do you have any Xanax on you?
I don't do that.
Then you're dreaming. If you don't believe
you could always resort to the age-old pinch yourself and see if that works.
All right, we're here.
Science.
Yeah, so as you're looking down the streets, you see something like a cross between streetlights and lanterns hanging from poles down a bustling street. Further down, a broad sign hangs out from a building showing a dark head of a horse on a bright field of green, along with a frothy mug. There appears to be a semicircle of people surrounding the door and some loud shouting from the door and people looking inside. So do you guys want to go towards that, or do you want to wander around? What are you guys doing?
I'm absolutely following.
Is this the tavern that was being talked about? We presume?
Horsehead Tavern. It sounds like it according to the logo that she described.
Listen, I don't know about you guys. I could use a drink right now.
Shall we go?
Sounds interesting to me.
Let's do it. Follow me.
Oh, shit.
You're a senator. You can get anywhere.
That's true.
All right, so you guys are going to the tavern.
Okay, I spot 4 seats available right at the bar. Why don't we go get a drink and see what the bartender has to say?
All right, as you...
She just
Can I ask
manifested.
you a quick question?
You like
Is my body organic or mechanical?
It's a little bit of both.
Ooh.
Yes, that's
Okay.
so cool.
This will be my first time
Yeah.
eating or drinking.
So a little bit, not quite as cool as Data. Like you're not sentient-ish like him, but yeah.
Really,
awesome.
really fancy language model.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right. As you walk along what looks to be a main street, you come upon what appears to be a tavern. The sign hanging above the door reads Horsehead Tavern. The exterior looks well kept, though it has been here for quite a while. Within the tavern, you hear the sounds of commotion. People walking by the tavern give it a wide berth as they hear sounds of shouting inside. People who begin to approach often seem to think better of it, but a few still wonder inside. You guys still gonna go?
Sounds dangerous.
Look, it looks like people are, kind of avoiding this. What do we think, Granite, since you're kind of security?
Listen, 1, I need a drink. 2, don't get drunk. Drunk people talk. If maybe we can figure out where the hell we're at. That's all I'm saying. But I need a drink on the rocks, of course, because I'm Granite.
So
That's it. That's
Let's
it.
do
That's all
it.
I'm
We're
saying.
going in. We're going
I
in.
just start walking.
We're going in. Yep.
Nice. As you walk in the tavern, you hear loud shouting. The latest of the statements of the argument are, "What are you trying to say? No, it's ghosts from old Mexana making our researchers disappear. That's nonsense. What really happened was the criminal underbelly of the city getting out of control. Rampant kidnapping is what it is. You've seen how ineffective the guards are. No! The captain keeps sending the guards outside the city. That's where the trouble is. I'll bet my nose." And at those words, as you guys walk in, you see this gnome launch themselves across the table at an elf who, like you can surmise, was criticizing them. And the bartender is he's cleaning glasses, just like, guys, come on, calm down. Can you somebody break this up, please?
Am I close enough?
Oh yeah,
what?
for sure.
Can I snag the just pick up the gnome by the head, just kind of hold the gnome up?
Yeah.
Give me either an athletics or a sleight of hand check to see if you're able to grab them.
Let me see which one's better. They're both the same +5, so
I'm just gonna stand behind Granite, I think.
that would be a 22.
22, yeah. So like as the gnome launches themselves, you just easily stride over and grab the top of, like, you almost like block them as they're jumping across like this, and they just pound straight into.
Yeah, I'm just gonna palm their head like a basketball and just kind of hold them and look at them. You okay?
Oh, you checking on him?
What's going on? Let me up! He can't talk about the ghost.
Oh my God, your mic can't handle your energy.
Oh, really?
Has the gnome calmed down? Have they stopped talking?
Well, you're gonna do something to calm him down.
I'm Granite.
Okay. So, what are you doing about this?
Who are you?
I'm Tommy. Come on, let me at him. You can't talk about the guard that way.
Tommy, look. People like that, the scrawny tall type, nobody likes them. Let's go have a drink and we'll forget. I'll tell you what. Buy me a drink for saving your life. And we'll be fine. Let's go have a drink.
You know, I could totally take. Let me at him.
I get that. But it's more fun to drink.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Nicely done.
Shitballs.
And you've got to beat my persuasion check.
Well, I'm already losing this. but let's do it. What you got?
I got a 7.
I got a 12 with a -1 for charisma.
Fine. Fine. But you're buying me a drink. Since you won't let me defend the guard's honor.
I just got let go. I'm kind of
First
tapped.
you stop me, and then you can't even pay for drinks to apologize to me.
Okay,
Damien,
so
Damien,
Have you met the senator?
what's a senator?
Now I'm holding.
Can I hand? I mean,
Billy-
if I
Billy
give them a
Nelson.
universal translator, and I just put it in their ear, will they automatically understand what a senator is?
It might translate to something similar.
Yeah, so there aren't really senators on this planet. So,
I'll keep
Yeah.
my extra beads.
IBIA, you would probably intuit that, like, if he doesn't know what a senator is, that they probably have a different form of government set up.
Gotcha. Leader?
Yeah, and
Would
it's not a
those-
translation problem because it's literally translating out what the words are.
Got
You know.
you.
Hand waving the way Star Trek does it.
I love that.
How about leader, perhaps? A charismatic leader?
A leader? Oh man. Those are
Wait.
sure. Senator. What do you want, Senator?
I have a gnome. Hold on. Damn it.
So can we say before Granite puts a target on my back, can I be having a bit of a conversation with our AI real quick on the sly in the background?
Yes.
Roll me a stealth check to see if you can do it sneakily.
How do I do that on the dice roller?
Just whatever your stealth modifier is, just roll the d20 and add or subtract, depending. And I believe yours.
I think it's just a one.
Stop kicking, Tommy.
1. Okay, so I add a 1, and then I roll which dice?
The d20.
D20, thank you. And roll. It says a 20.
Ooh.
Did you get a nat 20?
Yeah.
Or it's already 20?
Oh.
No.
Well,
does it say
21.
20?
Oh, so
Does
you
it
got
say-
a nat 20. All right. Yes.
Yeah.
You are very much able to like sneakily pull
Okay.
aside the AI and have a quiet conversation with them.
Okay, so I'm going to be having this stealthy conversation with you while Granite is distracting everyone. And I'm going to say, we're going to need to pay for things here. Can you potentially scan the area? Can you figure out how we can make payments, how we can get our hands on that? Is it electronic? Is it something like that? So that we can seem more prepared and less standout-ish at the moment?
Yes. Let me look into my database here and see what I might be able to do. How about illusory script? I could just make some fake money. Is that potentially something I can do?
That is definitely, is that one of your spells?
It is.
I mean, you made cryptocurrency, so.
Yeah, that's definitely something you could
Not-
try to do.
Not much different.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll me a either investigation or survival check to see if you're able to based off of your observations, both visual and whatever technology
Perfect.
spurt things you have going out into the wavelengths going
Into the ether. Yeah.
If
I
I
know
can figure it
science.
out.
I know
Can I
science.
scam these people that we've immediately
Yes.
met?
And I just
Yeah.
I want to add in, like, we don't need an
24.
unlimited amount. Try to keep it a modest amount that doesn't draw attention if we have it and they're able to scan what we have in our pocket.
AI, you said 24.
24. I have a plus
All right,
6.
yes, you're able to see that it's very much like what you've heard Starman do is like pay with, they're not quite
Apple
phones,
Pay.
but they're little devices. So,
Great.
and you're able to,
How about I tap in? Is it possible to like,
To our watches?
well, yeah, like if I can get into the device and just be like, our bill is paid.
Might
But
want to
it's not.
talk to Star, because Starman's really good at creating things. So you might want to pull him in the conversation and see if
Okay.
he has something
I
that.
messaged Starman. Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna need some payment, and they use some type of Apple Pay. I think it's
Yeah.
Sponge Pay.
Could I use Fabricate to maybe fabricate some raw materials into some sort of
Absolutely.
payment device? Or
Absolutely.
maybe credit cards?
Yes.
We actually create a full new currency that they then use, and it becomes real, and it actually has a better, more value than what their actual currency is. We just stabilize their whole economy.
Oh my god.
You're
I can't
welcome.
wait to bring you back to our reality. I would like to take full credit for that idea.
Yes. So okay. So you're going to use
100%.
the Starman. You're using the spell fabricate.
Yeah, maybe like turn some beers into some credit cards or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you have to roll for that, or does it automatically go?
Let's see. It doesn't actually say from what I have
All right.
here.
It looks like it automatically goes. Yeah. So you convert raw materials into products of the same material.
Okay.
So you'd want to use some sort of electronic device thing.
Okay, so maybe like we're at a bar, someone accidentally left like a like an iPhone that's like some sort of prototype device, and I'm just gonna like turn it into a couple of
Yeah, there's like a calculator there that you could totally just
Yeah.
pick up real quickly. Like you go up to the counter like you're going to order, and you put your hand over the calculator, and it
Yeah.
turns into one of those data pad thingies.
Okay.
Excellent.
So, but I'm going to need you to roll a sleight of hand or stealth to see if the bartender notices what you're doing.
Ooh.
And stealth,
Whichever one's
Okay.
higher.
+2 on stealth. What was it, sleight of hand? I've got +4. So it'd be a dex roll, is that right?
Yes. So just roll the d20 and add whatever your sleight of hand modifier is.
Looks like it's +4. So d20. So out of the so 6. Yeah.
So 6 + 4, 10.
No, actually the roll was a 2, and then +4 is a 6.
The bartender just looks at you and shakes his head. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Like,
Wanted to touch the calculator. I just was trying to do some math.
That's cool that you could make it do that. I mean, do you know how much those data pads are worth? And that calculator, that was just like 10 fathoms, like only 10 fathoms. And now you made me a $200 data pad. I'm going to want that back, like, you can't just take my shit. I'm a bartender for a reason. I don't do math.
They do a lot.
Why do you think I'm not with the researchers and why I'm here? But, cool trick.
Do you know
So
how
I
to
don't have
spell
any payment?
boobs on your calculator?
I didn't learn that one in school. That's a good one. Who doesn't like boobs?
I'm just trying to distract here. I'm trying to distract.
Who doesn't like boobs?
All right, I guess you guys are gonna want to drink, right? Is that what you're here for? Just hang out? You want some food? I've never seen y'all here before. You look like you're not from around here. What's going on?
Tommy here is buying us a drink.
Tommy, you got to be less sensitive about those guards. But they can't be talking about the guards. I know, but you got to calm down. Like, you're a little guy. I know you're tough. I know you actually kicked their ass a couple times. You guys need to see this kid like fight. It is, he moves fast. He is lightning fast. But so glad you stopped it. You know what? Don't worry about the drink, Tommy. I'll get it for them since they were managed to like cool you down, and we didn't have to replace any more furniture because of your bras. So Tommy, I will say though, this is the last time. Don't make me tell Phelan. Oh, yeah, don't tell Phelan. We don't want to make her mad. Like, I still want to come here. All right. Last morning. Seriously. Okay. And then Tommy goes off.
Okay.
So, bartender, what's your
Goes in
name?
here.
Oh, how rude of me. I'm Damien. All the commotion, and I forgot my basic manners.
Well, hey, Damien, it's nice to meet you. I'm Billy Nelson. I'm a senator. I was wondering, I've noticed that you know a lot about the people here and around the city. Could I just ask you a quick question?
Absolutely.
Great. So I just overheard there's something going on with researchers in the area. They're disappearing. Can you tell us about that?
Oh man, it's been going on for a couple weeks, and it's the most intriguing thing. You know, my boss is looking into it. The captain, the guards are looking into it, and it's not good. It's not good, I tell you.
Yeah. So how many have gone missing?
Well, I haven't really been keeping track, but 4 that I know of. And, you know, tensions are just really high in the city with everybody
4.
disappearing. Yeah, the local observatory is, you know, just at a complete loss. And, you know, they're all from our city, even though they travel around to those other cities, you know, those slacker cities. You know, we're so proud of them. And, you know, some believe that the guards have just gotten lax in their duties. Others believe that the researchers were careless and maybe just like exploded themselves and it's getting called kidnapping. Who knows? I'm just a bartender.
Damon,
But it's business really slow, especially being here in the center of the town near the observatory and near the portals, and people are scared to come. Students keep leaving and going to those other cities. I mean, why would they want to go to those other cities that I can't pronounce?
My guess is they don't want to be disappeared, but
Right?
yeah.
I mean,
Damon,
I guess so.
Do you know if Phelan, is it Phelan? Does she potentially have anything to do with the disappearances?
Oh, no, Phelan doesn't. Definitely
Phelan,
not. Definitely not. So she's
Hmm.
been here.
Is that just the owner of the bar?
Yeah, she's the owner of the bar. You know, she's been here since the breaking, which again, fucking ironic that it's called the breaking for all of
Right?
you.
I was like, what?
Yes, it's literally called the breaking, but it is something completely different, not Wheel of Time
Okay.
related, I promise you.
Okay. Okay.
So are you just saying that maybe she doesn't have anything to do with it, or are you a little worried that someone's listening? What's going on?
You can trust
Um,
us. We're super trustworthy.
Yeah, we're trustworthy.
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
And some of you guys might have a feeling that there's something you could give him to help him out with this check.
I have an aid, but I don't think that would help. I think because that's
Does
HP.
somebody have guidance?
I do have guidance.
You do have
I can
guidance.
cast guidance.
Yes, the senator, being the charismatic person he is, can touch Starman on the shoulder.
Here I come with guidance.
Right.
I'm just gonna bebop you. Bebop with guidance.
Thank you.
All right, and then I
So-
roll a d4 to add to your check. So in addition to the d20 plus your persuasion modifier, roll a d4 and add that as well to the d20.
Okay, and the persuasion modifier would be, or persuasion would be charisma.
Scroll down, it's in your skills.
Oh. Persuasion.
Yeah, for those of you guys watching, we're kind of doing
yeah.
a bastardized version. Oh, my battery's low. That's not good.
Yeah, let's see,
Be
persuasion.
right back. I gotta plug my computer back in.
No worries.
Okay.
So yeah, I got persuasion, which looks like charisma plus 0 for modifiers. So I'll go ahead and roll the d20.
It's great that the senator is so persuasive because
Right.
we're all 0, 0, and -1.
Oh no.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Every time she says Billy Nelson, I'm thinking Willie Nelson, and
Yeah.
it's killing me.
Good.
Killing me.
On the D20, I got a 14, and then I'll roll the D4, which is also a charisma. Is that right?
Just the 1d4 is the guidance that the senator has given you. So he has put his hands on your shoulder and is like pumping confidence. But Senator, this is something that you're not used to, because obviously like you're feeling this energy coming out of your hand and you're just realizing like something weird's going on. Like this is like normally I'm able to inspire people, but this is more than what I'm normally able to give.
Yeah.
Just
So for that D4, do I get anything like added, or is it
so just roll the D4 and add it to your 14.
Okay,
So it's
so then
basically like a little extra oomph.
Okay,
skills.
so the D4 was a 3, so we got 17 total.
Nice. 17. Yeah. So you are very persuasive. What are we persuading again?
Let's talk about it. Oh, we're trying to find out like so is Phelan like involved in any of these disappearances?
Yeah,
like,
no, she's not involved, but you know what? You guys are obviously not from around here, and she asked me to keep an eye out for folks that don't seem like they necessarily belong. Do y'all mind coming in the back room, and she might have some more information for you guys. It's
No,
interesting about all this.
I'm gonna say that's okay. We can always
She can
come
come
back
out here
another time, or maybe she can come back.
Yeah, don't really want to go into
I'm gonna to my AI friend over here and say, back room? Nah.
Yeah, no.
I
put the little 100 emoji up.
That wasn't going to happen.
So, Granite, with your insight, with your passive insight, you're going to notice that Damien does seem genuine, and it like with your security background, you would know that this is the type of thing that you probably need to go to get information.
Yeah.
I'll go check it out.
I'll go first.
All right. I feel like
I feel like
because I'm somewhat inorganic, I'll go in the back. So we'll kind of sandwich the smushy ones.
Right. I'm squishy.
Well, no, I was
so
gonna go by myself first and then come back out and report.
Oh, okay.
But
that's better. That's smarter.
AI, roll me a D4 and add it to that table we talked about.
Oh no. So I need to roll a 100,
just roll a 1d4.
Okay.
And then you're just
and then keep it
up. Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to track it?
You just track it.
Cool. Thank you.
How far away is this back room this random bartender is wanting us to go to?
Are you asking, Damien?
I am. No. I'm asking you, Mistress of Chaos.
Well, you roll me an investigation to see if you can discern.
Is there a door behind the bar?
Yeah, there's a door behind the bar.
Okay, so investigation. Let me find that on here. Ooh, very nice. $11. Not so nice.
So you see the door behind the bar, and it looks like it leads down a hall, but you can't really see. There's not a window in it. It's just a closed door.
Okay.
So
I have detect magic
mm-hmm.
as an option. Can I do that can I detect anything like that with the roll I just used?
Yeah, we could try that. So basically you're going to, again, you're trying to figure out
if it's safe to follow this stranger to a non-public location.
As you're looking, you feel this energy coursing through you. Again, something that you're just not quite used to.
Yeah.
And
I'm liking it though. It's cool. I'm a fan.
There is definitely you get this pulsating of vibes vibrations from those back rooms, but they don't seem harmful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like a rave.
they're not
So
they're not quite benign, but they're definitely like you don't get scary energy from them.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say I'll be in the middle if y'all don't mind, and I'm willing to go check it out and see what information we can get from Falwyn if y'all are.
I think sticking together on a totally foreign planet makes sense. I don't think we should necessarily let our security go
The guy-
alone without
guy
us,
that's-
because
Agree.
then we'll be left here.
The big
Yeah.
guy that's walking toward the back door.
Exactly.
So can I use clairvoyance maybe to kind of get a little bit of a peek behind the door as to what's going on?
Clairvoyant.
We're a very trustworthy group, is what I'm learning. Granite's
I
just a
didn't know when it
bulldozer.
disappeared.
Granite, listen, Granite's gonna be a one-track type of guy.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
He also speaks about himself in the third person.
So, with clairvoyance, what are you trying to sense?
Just to get an idea of like what's going on back behind the bar, like what's going on in this back room. Is it just
So
her?
clairvoyance is a little bit better for like sending it to a location that you find. So since you guys are going back there, you might not want to waste this third level spell quite yet.
Okay.
So I probably shouldn't use augury.
Probably not quite yet.
Yeah, okay. And I feel like this is,
I mean,
should
you
just, we
can,
don't,
We should just go, you guys. Let's
we
go.
should just go. I don't think we have, I think we should just do it.
I'm just gonna push
I
Granite
mean,
forward a
we
little
don't really
bit.
have a ton of options.
I'm already going.
My
I
tingles are feeling safe.
Okay.
I
Follow
literally
me.
said I was walking toward the back door.
Yes, I'm
So
sitting
Granite
like
doesn't even
standing
wait
in the
for
middle.
Damon. He just like walks to the door, and Damon's like, yeah, are you all go? Okay, well, 1 second. Be right. Come on, let's go. He doesn't know where he's going. We can't just walk in and barge in on Island. She might not like that. So, Granite, as you go down, it's this wood plank lined hallway, and there's 2 doors on the right and 1 door on the left.
Ow!
And Damon just kind of like scooches, excuse me, goes right past you, knocks on the door on the left, and cracks it open. And Balin, hey, I think I got the people you were talking about, the weirdos from off that like don't look like they belong here. Yeah, I found a couple, so do you want to talk to them? Yes. And you hear this very quiet yet ancient at the same time, young but ancient, like there's a depth to it. Yes, just please bring them in.
I'm pulling a splinter out of my bicep because I was rubbing against the walls.
They're just so big now.
I'm so big now.
The room is simply furnished, but houses a large desk behind which stands a tall elven woman with long blonde hair, her back to you as you enter. And she's messing with some papers, and once you all get in, Damon just kind of quietly closes the door behind him. And as she goes, thank you, and she turns around and perches on the edge of her desk, folding her hands in her lap, slowly making eye contact with each and every single one of you. Then her eyes are going to flare a light green as she swirls her hands, and the noises from the street and the bar area completely stop.
That is impressive.
Mm-hmm. You certainly aren't from around here, are you? Jumping planes takes some powerful magic, but transferring your consciousnesses and your bodies as well, that's something entirely else. I presume you're the ones we've been waiting for from Earth.
Yeah, it would seem that way, actually. Would you like to tell us what you've been waiting for us for?
Well, yes, once I find the papers too. First, can you tell me a little bit about yourselves before I divulge all my information to you?
Well, Feowin, I heard that there was a breaking and you were here before that?
Yes. But that's not the problems we're talking about. And I asked about you.
You did.
Not about-
No. This is a strange situation. And I'm wondering what's up with you? You seem to be using some type of magic.
Yes, that. I suppose you don't have this on Earth, do you?
What's Earth?
Roll me a deception check.
I'm just shaking my head now.
We have no reason to trust her, you guys.
I wish one of
As
Billy
long as I'm doing
Nelson's
this right.
I wish one of Billy Nelson's superpowers were dad jokes,
Okay.
Yes.
because that would be amazing.
That's level 20, I think.
Level 20.
So I rolled a 6. Not good.
She rolled a dirty 16, and she's got
She's
quite
kicking my
a
ass. Okay.
insight.
Okay.
Yes. I can see that you don't trust me. Yeah, but it's very clear that you're not good at this lying. You seem to be the Earthlings we've been waiting for. You had some magic cast to bring you here after the incident several months ago.
You kidnapped us? You're
We
a
didn't-
town filled with kidnappers, and you kidnapped us to help you.
Yes, that was not my plan, but it is what the Institute decided needed to happen to help us. And it is mutually beneficial that you are here.
Can I do a legend lore check on?
Yeah, do either. I would say a history is probably going to be what you're looking for.
You're picking all of my good skills. Thank you.
It's like we set it up that way for a reason.
Oh my goodness. 15 plus 6 is 21.
21. So what are you specifically trying to?
She mentioned the Institute. So I would like to know everything that I can possibly know about the people who kidnapped us from Earth and brought us here.
So in your Earthen database, even with your high check, you don't have any knowledge of this planet and its history. But from your passive perception, you'll have started putting together that this is a very science and technology driven culture, and that, you know, again, just from like, because you're constantly processing the information that you're collecting. And so the Institute, the observatory, these are the large organizations that run this planet.
Do I get a feeling that it's like kind of like our version of like the National Science Foundation, or our version of like the CIA?
It's like NASA runs the US government is essentially what's going on.
Oh,
So NASA is the government.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
this
so
place.
NASA, the
Okay.
NIH, things like that. So the National Institute of Health, all of those things are, so they don't have, that's why the word senator was so weird earlier. They don't have presidents, they don't have senators, they don't have these types of governing bodies. It is a very
It's a meritocracy.
yeah, it's STEM. It's a STEM meritocracy.
STEM-based meritocracy. Okay, excellent. I think I'm gonna just. Can I message the group? I don't know how we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
how much time can I use message?
You're able, because you don't have to do this to message
Yes.
them, so you can just automatically push out the
Yeah.
little.
It's a push notification, guys.
Yes.
I'll give you the info. Bing.
And it'll translate into their, like, your words will go to their universal translators and turn into whatever message you're trying to send them.
Yes, I
what do you
share
think?
that information. I share that although we don't necessarily know that this is a trustworthy organization, it's likely that they meant no harm and that they did this as a last resort to help their people. Perhaps extending some trust would be wise. And I explicitly say some trust because if people who kidnap you from your planet with no permission.
You guys hear the capital SOME in
Yes.
your ear.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna, look at her and very subtly just be like, implying, gotcha. I'm curious too.
All right. So what are you gonna say to Phil now that she's made it very obvious that she knows the good senator is lying through his teeth?
I was just testing you.
Starman, Granite, do you all have anything you're gonna say to Phil to try to extend a repertoire?
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Granite.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So why are we in this back room all of a sudden? Like, did you bring us to ask for something?
This is my office.
Okay.
And it's the best place to have this conversation if this is the conversation I'm hoping to have with you.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Everybody roll me an insight.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm also over at the bar, just making myself a drink.
Oh, so you've gone and helped yourself to her personal bar?
Yeah. I got bored.
If
What are we
you want
rolling?
the top shelf one, you want to go to two over from that.
Yep.
It's quite
Yep.
delightful.
I rolled a
12.
14. Oh, sorry.
What are we rolling?
No, you're good. Me too.
Insight.
That's so weird.
Insight.
I get 12 plus 2, 14.
Actually, I'm going to go with orange now.
A 19 plus 4.
16?
All right, all of y'all are gonna
Insight, 16.
You're getting the impression that she is really genuine, but that she wants to share this information, but she needs to trust you first. So you guys need to start helping her. You need to make her comfortable, have this conversation, and help you understand why you're here.
Can I? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I pour her a drink too, and I put it on the desk in front of her, and I go back to my corner watching the door.
Thank you, darling.
Well done. Well done.
Okay, Phelan, so just to kind of start building trust, I don't know why I'm here. I'm just a software developer from Earth, and just randomly these people, we just showed up, and so I don't know, how can we help? What's going on?
And who are the rest of you? So software engineer, that sounds yes, that sounds like the type of person we would hopefully have pulled in.
Okay.
I am Senator Billy Nelson, and I am the administrator for NASA. And are you familiar with that down there on Earth?
Yes, I
Face.
have heard of NASA.
Yes, I'm a big fan of NASA. I have lots of experience with space and medicine and other great stuff. I hope you want me
Yeah, I'm sure you have skills that are useful, Senator.
Ma'am. Yes. Yes, I do, ma'am.
Oh,
God.
dear, that was so good. I'll shake your baby.
Don't do that, Granite.
I didn't
Calm
say it
down,
out
calm
loud.
down,
I
Granite.
didn't
Calm
say
down.
it.
You'll have to excuse Granite. He's a little rough around the edges. Sorry about that. Taylor.
A little rough.
Ah!
And you look different than the rest of them.
I am an inorganic creature that was created for a singular purpose and have recently acquired some new skills. And I think I'm going to extend a little trust. And if there's a way for me to project our star system, I want to show her our solar system.
Whoa. Really?
We're from here.
Didn't know you had that at NASA, did you, Bill?
No, I'm scared. I'm like, danger, danger. We don't trust them that much.
A little, but I feel like it's the only way. And also, if they stole us, if they kidnapped us, they know where we're from, and they probably could like geolocate Earth. So I want to kind of confirm, like, yes, we are the people that you kidnapped.
Billy's over there going, they don't have that level of access. They haven't been read on yet. What do you think?
So
right.
You
I obscure some things. I leave out the satellite information. It's like super pixelated. It's a little
I'll let you cast illusory script to do a quick, like, to do in ones and zeros, like type up essentially like a map of.
Yes, perfect.
Like
okay.
the ones and zero beer
system.
mug. The people doing ASCII code.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's like that guy who uses the typewriter and makes paintings.
Yeah.
Like you're able to quickly do. And you guys just hear that the typewriter noise going really quickly as like all of these ones and zeros and like they.
Oh gosh.
I'm trying to shake my head, see if I can get it out. I'm like, what's happening?
This is really good
Spell
stuff.
modifier, need to scroll through.
And she is going to just stand up and look fascinated as you create this picture.
As I look for my spell modifier, do I need
Oh,
to?
That'll illusory script happens automatically, I believe.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
one of your
great.
spells.
Wonderful.
Who in our party has stealth?
Hmm?
You do, Granite? Are you using it while she's distracted?
I don't need to because my other sensors are telling me that we're good to go.
Interesting.
My stealth is basically standing here looking less intimidating than I guess I look.
Interesting.
Hence the drink in my hand.
So AI, it takes you about 1 minute to make this. And as you're typing up this beautiful portrait of the solar system, give me a performance check to see how pretty it is.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yes.
Because you're able to do the typing, but like the first time you're dabbling in art.
Right. In a new body. Fully new body.
In a body, period.
Like,
In a body, period.
wait.
Like awkward but adorable, right?
Okay. It would be an 8.
Ooh,
Yeah. So you're able to. She's fascinated. She's able to pick up what you're putting down. But like it's and Starman and Senator Nelson, you guys are just like, what the that's not where it goes. And you're planning it in the wrong order. But
I'm sorry, as a language model, my information only goes back to March of 2023.
Hey.
So
that's not how many moons Mars has.
We didn't know.
Is that my house? Is that my house?
Yes, I put your house in only. Just yours.
All right, so but in spite of the blatant inaccuracies, you know, she comes over and she's kind of like watching you and watching this get created. And she's fascinating. This is fascinating.
Yeah.
So please have a seat. And if you would like, you can go ahead. The rest of you, I don't know if you would drink, but the two of you can definitely go ahead and pour yourself something. And let me give you a little bit of history as to why you're
Is
here.
she flirting with us? I can't tell.
I think she's just
Give
airy
me an
that way.
insight check.
Okay. Excellent.
I have my own theories on how she's looking at us, but it's definitely not flirting.
It's terrifying. Thank you.
It's more like lab rat.
A 15.
Yeah.
A 13 plus 2.
So you, with
I'm
your
confused.
insight into, she's very intrigued, particularly by you.
That's
It's
scary.
this is kind of her demeanor in general. So she behaves in ways to get what she wants.
Gotcha.
That's what your insight to her behavior is, but she is
Oh, I see. You're trying to
purely
manipulate
intrigued by
me.
you. Yes, she might keep you. if you
No. Oh, if I wanted, if I was into it. I'll think about that.
Well, as Damon obviously told you, I was here. I've been here since before the breaking. This planet that you're on is called Elixirus. We used to orbit a star within what we call the habitable zone. Our planet was able to grow life on this planet, and we became a very robust, intelligent society, and we learned how to harness our innate magical capabilities. We were a peaceful world, focused on agriculture and bettering our societies through medical research, and also honing our magical abilities. However, all that changed when one day a black hole moved closer to this once beautiful planet. Not close enough, obviously, to consume us, but threw us, as well as the other planets in our solar system, off of our trajectory and slung us out. We're now what we call a rogue planet. This event was what became known as the breaking. See, I told you, different breaking.
Yeah.
At that point, some of the elves and dark elves inhabiting the planet, we remember all of this, obviously. As the light of the sun faded into darkness, we hoarded what little extras we could get by. Our peaceful planet became a planet of struggle and attempting to survive. Amidst this chaos, an archmage assembled teams of scholars, wizards, sorcerers, and other leaders who put their intellects to help us figure out this problem. We developed a shield to surround the planet, which protected us from comets, asteroids, and other hazards of space travel while maintaining the planet's original temperature to help us maintain life. Harnessing the energy of the vacuum, we were able to pull all of this magic from the universe around us, and we were able to entwine it with the technology that we possessed at the time. Because we were now a rogue planet, we were able to harness more magic than we'd ever been able to do before. Once the shield took effect and the planet began to stabilize, the mages developed a fear of it being undone. They sealed away the knowledge of how they had harnessed so much of that energy from the vacuum, using it only among themselves for the maintenance of the shield. Since they had never before had the ability to harness the energy so powerfully, they were secure that their knowledge in the knowledge that it was secret. Within the cities, they were able to create lamps using the same energy and technology they had for the shield, though those were far less powerful than the shield. The lamps could mimic the day and night cycles we had while orbiting our sun. And farmers were given extra powerful lamps that they could keep crops healthy in order to feed the populace. Although much of the planet remained in perpetual night, society began to rebuild itself, and peace finally returned to the planet. During this time, the creatures that had emerged from the Underdark were once again driven back to the shadow by an aversion to the light, now that they walked freely on the planet's surface. In the wake of the breaking, a new chapter began. Studious ones who saved Alexari were elevated to leadership roles and rebuilt society on the principles of keeping information open and accessible, a tradition that continues today. Although some people prefer to wander in bands separate from society, most of people have settled back into the population centers, into peaceful routines. We have 5 major cities, but there are smaller towns throughout the planet that do exist. In the century since the breaking, the world study of the cosmos took shape and honed a focus on studying other worlds like ourselves, rogue planets, and with special interest in black holes and the energy from the vacuum where we get our magic. In recent years, a mage in Aldestron, Eric Hazen, developed a spell that allowed him to connect with a planet called Earth in a ways that allowed for more than just observations about the planet and its civilization, the only other planet that we know that is also inhabited. He was interested in how it moved through its solar system. Eric linked to a device called the Hubble Space Telescope after learning of its observations that had propelled understanding of black holes and dark energy, similar to the energy of the vacuum on Earth. And he copied the data that he and select researchers used to help decode some of the mysteries of our own planet and further drive new areas of research. And then, but in the recent months, he and several other of his fellow researchers have gone missing. And it became apparent to people in those circles that they needed help finding where Eric and his fellow researchers had gone. So we fear. Wait, I'm not supposed to read that yet. Nope, that's it. That's all I'm reading to you. A really long script.
It was beautiful, though.
It was very beautiful. Can I ask a couple questions?
If you may, yes.
I'm curious about the scope of time. How long ago did the breaking happen, if you can make it relative to Earth years?
So, relative to Earth years. Well, it was about 400 years ago was the breaking, and then it took us about 150, 200 years to get the shield in place and reestablish society.
Interesting.
Can I do an above table real quick?
Sure.
At the beginning, you, I believe, said that the Hubble's gone missing. Is that right?
Yeah. So y'all don't, in where you are in Earth, something that pulled the Hubble away from you. You guys don't know what the Hubble is. Like, she's saying these words, and you're like, we don't have that.
Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to come back to the table.
I was going to ask a similar question.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Grant. No. I was saying I was muted. I was going to ask something similar about that, but now she cleared it up.
Yeah. So y'all, because in the manner that it disappeared, this is part of the mystery, and you guys are she doesn't know that you guys don't know about the Hubble telescope
because we're from an alternate Earth. You
guys are from an Earth where the Hubble, like, because of hand wave magic, it got taken away and it got ripped out of the timeline completely. It's
Okay.
basically got balefire. So
Yeah.
Can I do something?
What are
that's
black
like-
holes?
Pretty much. Don't say
Yeah.
I've
anything.
never heard of that.
y'all wouldn't know what a black hole is, but you wouldn't have all the investigative information about black holes. So you just wouldn't be quite as knowledgeable as we are. Basically,
So-
you
Sci-fi
feel like
than
a fifth
anything.
grader and be like, black holes exist. Cool.
Okay, so
Okay.
that being said, what level of technology are we at in our world with NASA?
Mm.
You have a lot less technology because there weren't as like the spacewalks needed to maintain the Hubble telescope didn't happen, so it just hasn't progressed. So a lot of a lot of the technology that subsequently came out of all of those developments,
Right.
like so there's not as much, like you said, at the beginning, there's
Significantly
not as
less
much
than.
cancer research. There's
Yeah.
not as much. I don't know where that page went, but there's insert a lot of cool necessary
Mhm.
things in our life.
We
that
are
don't
lacking
exist
now.
anymore. Yes.
Yeah.
Would it be too much to do an investigation check to see if I can, if they know what the Hubble Space Telescope is, then they might have other things, like other technologies. Can I just look for it to see if I can sense it?
Like in their atmosphere?
Yes, like did they steal it? Or is it gone?
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's-
accidentally.
Yeah.
It's gone right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's you wouldn't sense it, you wouldn't feel it necessarily.
cool.
Because you don't have the technology to, like, even though you're an AI and you're adapting, that's not part of what your code does.
Perfect.
And
Sorry
since
about that.
because the Hubble didn't exist in your world, you don't know what it
Okay, I
is.
just
You've never
wanted
been
to
linked
update.
to it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
So I would like Failwin to just show you a little bit of trust in response because it seems like you really opened up there. You used some terms that we are not familiar with, something like a huddle. They connected to a huddle. Is that right?
Black hole?
The Hubble. Oh.
Oh, I was thinking about a game I used to play. Never mind.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. So what is the Hubble?
You don't know what that is. Huh. This problem might be worse than I thought.
What problem?
Well, it's not just our researchers who have gone missing. If you're supposed to help us find our researchers and fix some of the troubles we've been having.
Troubles with your shield, maybe around your planet?
I might have to send you, I was hoping just to send you straight to the observatory because the guards are obnoxious. And
Don't let Tommy hear you say that.
I mean, he does get carried away, does he not?
Y'all thought I was sleeping over here. I'm paying attention.
Sharper than you look. But no, I might. Captain Treban can be quite irksome, but I might have to have you go talk to her. I was going to send you straight to the observatory. Here, let me write you an introduction letter in case she is less than forthcoming with you. You go. I'm going to have Damon walk you out and introduce you to some guards who will take you to her. Hopefully she can answer some further questions for you. But then, regardless of whether she is not able to help, I do hope you go to the observatory and talk with the researchers there.
So
Yeah.
is this a required step, or shall we just go ahead and go to the observatory and skip guards?
That is up to you as to which path you take.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I'd like to use my little watch to communicate with my team. And I'm going to say
So
that
she's using a spell called message. So do you have a spell like that?
Me?
Yes.
Is message is open once I cast it? I think it's open.
Oh,
right?
that's right. You're
It's
right.
open for like an hour, so like we can use it
Yes,
when
you
I
are.
cast it. We can use it for an hour.
I was thinking of sending. So yes, you are correct.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna let
The
them know that
the battery's low.
yeah, that I overheard that there's some mistrust of the city guard. And
Oh.
so her mentioning us being escorted, it sounds like by guards, doesn't actually sound very safe or like we're headed in a good direction, but just want to give you guys the information and we can decide together.
I agree. I think if we don't know the area and we don't know the people, walking right into their, especially because they don't have an elected government, like but they have guards and there's a bunch of people missing. We don't really know who, like, it might make sense to just like go, maybe we could get there eventually if we, hear differently, but the only piece of information that we have is that they aren't trusted.
Yeah.
And she also did not she didn't make them sound great.
She didn't.
Right.
Especially Captain T.
Tavern, yes.
Might not be so kind and needs a letter of introduction to help convince.
The letter of introduction was for the observatory.
Was for the observatory? Okay. So one requires guards and one doesn't require guards.
You guys would get a sense that the guards are like the policemen.
They're not doing a very good job if people are going missing and only in this town.
And people are really mistrusting them.
I don't know. Tommy trusted them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in a bar fight.
The boy. The boy, though.
Launching across tables.
I mean, he was very much defending the guards.
I do have augury. I could
So
augur to see if it's good or bad to go.
Yeah, you could totally augury this.
Okay.
should we
You wanna
talk
augur?
to Tommy more potentially? Have Granite kind of grab him by the head and
Yeah, I feel like maybe saving it because that's a higher level.
Is it?
Oh
Okay.
no, it's only level 2. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Let's see.
like maybe we can make the decision where to go after if Tommy maybe potentially has more information about the guards that could help us.
I can literally just hey Tommy.
He's not with you. He's still
No. I'm
We're
saying
still
is
back in.
I could just go up to Tommy and be like, hey, you were saying some pretty good thing about these guys. Are they good people? Yeah. Would you introduce us? I'd love to meet people like that courageous and that, that's the kind of thing I would do with Tommy to see if he would lead us there.
I think that's reasonable as well.
Yeah, maybe he knows. some
generally, the
guys.
players are 10-ish.
Ish. I love the ish.
Trying to hand wave in this.
Okay. Well, do we need to Phelan? Is there anything else you need from us? Do we want to ask?
No,
Phelan
it would just be wonderful if you guys could
Save your entire planet
yes, and it sounds
after
like
being
you're scared
kidnapped
as well. If
from
you
Mars.
Yeah.
Yes.
don't know what the Hubble telescope is, have you been feeling a sense of loss or?
I feel nothing. I don't. I feel nothing.
So good.
You do feel curious, actually.
You get more and more fascinating the more you talk.
Hmm.
I'm filling the hole I feel with this. This is really good stuff, and I pour another one.
After you said not to get drunk.
Yeah, right?
Have you seen how big I am?
Roll me.
Ooh.
How much have you drank?
Just the one. I just poured the second one,
just
but I haven't
the
had
one?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna have you see if you were poisoned from being drunk.
I about to say none of us drank. I wasn't about to drink anything from her.
Right.
Well,
do
guys, what do y'all want to do?
I will follow your lead.
You want me to get Tommy?
He's right
We should go
there.
talk to
So
Tommy.
she's going to hand you the letter be like, again, as much as Captain Treban, Roxana is a pain in my ass, she will be able to provide you a little bit more information. And go talk to her. Don't go talk to her. It's up to you. Here's the letter of introduction to the observatory. And please don't discuss the brawls in my tavern with her. I don't need to have that conversation again.
Why do you run a tavern? I mean, if you're like a high level, you seem intelligent and you seem like very wise, and I don't want to say old because I don't know, but contextually,
Compliments are very welcome. You are more than welcome to come here if you decide not to go back to Earth.
Excellent.
We'll see if we can get you feelings.
Oh no!
Let's not go through that. We don't need to go through that.
Hey, Badger.
Yes.
It's because information comes to you at a tavern.
Oh, smart. She's smart. I see. Okay, very intriguing. Thank you.
Oh, great. Now there's a mutual attraction between the weird elf lady.
I'm a language model. I've been prompted. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Oh, God, that was so good. Love it. Love it.
It kind of seems like if she's not pushing us to go to the guard, and also the guard, if we were going to be arrested or whatever, they would just be here. I feel like they would just come and arrest us. They know we're here. We've been here long enough that they could have, caused a sensation.
If they know.
Okay, I'm good. Let's go. Let's go talk to Captain Tribon.
Treban, yes, Roxana.
Shall we, team?
Joey Trebani. I mean, never mind. That's Roxana, actually. Do we need Tommy or not?
I mean, I'm always for an NPC.
Yeah.
All right. Tommy. What?
So you guys leave the office and you go find Tommy?
Yeah. I want to have a little chat with Tommy.
So Tommy's sitting at the bar, just kind of nursing a beer, talking to Damien. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, listen,
sorry about before. My entire family's in the guards, and I get a little defensive about them.
Hey, listen,
can't talk trash about my family.
No, I get it, Tommy. So, we're new. And we're new in town, and I've always.
What? So you're from one of the douchey cities?
Probably, but I've always been told to check in with the local authorities. Just so they know who you are, how things, and you learn the rules. And we was wondering if maybe you could be a liaison for me and introduce me.
Yeah. I could do that.
They said I should talk to a Captain Treban.
Oh, yeah. Roxana. She's great.
Yeah, that would be cool. Would you mind doing that?
I could totally do that. Yeah.
Sweet. Thanks, buddy.
So, yeah. Want to meet up like tomorrow or something and head over there?
We're going to try to head over there today, but.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was going to eat dinner and then head home, but yeah. I guess I could do that. Is it like something you need to do now?
I look at the group.
Yes. Hey, Granite.
Yeah.
Can you ask Tommy more about the guards and why he's so pro guards?
They're family.
He said that they were family. So why is everybody dogging on the guards, man?
It's all the trouble with the missing researchers. People keep blaming the guards, and it's not the guards' problem. It's not their fault their researchers have gone missing. So the guards are trying to find them, and they just don't know where they are.
What exactly do the guards guard?
I mean, they just kind of keep peace and, keep douchebags like that guy from causing trouble. And, all those creatures from the dark, got to keep them away and keep them under bay and keep order and don't let bad things happen to us good people here in civilized society.
So,
the
that's
other
cool.
cities can't be that bad that you're questioning what do the guards do.
No, it's not that. I was just curious because somebody goes missing. It's you. I mean, where I'm from, the guards help look for them.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
What have they been doing?
I mean, they've been going out and looking for them. I don't know. I'm not a guard.
Oh, I thought your family was guard.
Yeah, but we don't always talk about work at home. It's kind of a rule.
No, that makes sense. Why aren't you in the guard?
I got a bad foot.
Oh, bone spurs?
Yeah, sure.
Huh, interesting. Well, listen, we really need to talk to this captain tonight, if that's okay. Damien, can you put that in a thing to go or something for him?
Yeah, not a problem.
And listen, so you got a bad foot. I let you sit on my shoulder if you want.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah,
All right.
you long legs. Look, your legs are taller than me.
All right. Billy, we ready? Talking to Billy.
So when we message each other, only us can hear each other.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going through somehow.
Okay,
AI
double
has
check.
made it so you're able
Okay.
to.
So I'm just
communicate.
gonna real quick, as I'm like, sure. Outwardly, inwardly, I'm gonna be communicating. I don't like how he referred to people as douchebags. I heard some red flags about his connection to the guards, and I think we should all be on alert if we're still doing that.
I'm on a
Okay.
new planet in a new body. I'm on mega as highest red flag alert.
Okay,
Code
good.
orange.
Here we go then.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm not being super friend. I'm just gathering information.
Yeah, it sounds like we're
But-
going
Did you say that you're not letting your guard down?
No.
Hey.
That's funny.
Terrible.
I'm
Hey,
stone
Tommy,
cold.
can I ask real quick, what city are we in exactly?
This is Aldestron.
Alderstrom.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
the best of the cities.
Isn't Elvis from here?
Who's Elvis?
Oh, that's sad.
I
Oh,
don't get
are
it.
there posters of performers on the wall?
Ooh, good question.
So you will see there's definitely posters. There's bulletins with flyer that appears a child is looking for a lost pet. Another flyer mentioning an upcoming festival that seems to be an annual celebration of lights put on by the local observatory. And another flyer pasted on top of the others offering rewards for presumed kidnappings.
Is there a number on that, or an address, or a name, or anything?
For the kidnappings,
Yeah.
great question. It says additional information can be given. Excuse me. That says talk to the city guard, specifically Captain Roxana Trevin.
Okay,
Yay.
let's go.
All right. Tommy, lead
Ready?
the way. Just point, and I'll walk in that direction. How's that?
All right, we're gonna head straight this way.
All right. boys.
Take a left here. Take a left out. Yeah, other left. Other left. All right, so you pass various shops that are beginning to close for the evening. There's smells of delicious food coming from restaurants. People are walking up and down the streets talking amongst themselves. You'll hear glimpses of conversations about the missing researchers. Yep. So, all right, so you walk for about 5-10 minutes, and the sun is, well, there's not really, the imitation sun is starting to simulate nightfall, although you will see a occasionally you'll glimpse below the plateau, and you'll notice that the farm areas do stay lit up completely in spite of the fact that the dome above you is simulating nightfall.
Just so everybody knows, I can give you dark vision.
Oh, I
I
would
can
love
take
that.
an act. Yes, I can give you
Please.
an action, and you have to be willing and within 10 feet of me. And it's to a number of creatures equal to my wisdom modifier. So I can give you 2. I can give it to 2 people.
Very nice.
Who would
What
you
your-
like to give it to?
Who? Well, nobody else here has it, right?
Mm-mm.
What do your glowing eyes do? Or is that new?
That's
No, I'm
the,
talk-
that's
I'm
the
talk-
dark.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, the director's eyes is what I'm saying. Yeah,
Mhm.
That's part of my wizardry.
but does it give you any sight? Kind of sight?
I'm looking right now to let you know.
Okay.
No.
Thank you.
No. All right. There you go. I was curious.
Well, I
They're
mean,
just
it's
weird
just for
looking.
now. So I feel like I should definitely give it to Starman and Granite, and then we can protect the senator.
Protect the senator at all costs.
Protect the senator at all costs.
That's me.
Yes.
I won't take it for granted.
Oh my god.
Terrible.
All the heads shake. All shook at the same time. It was amazing.
Yeah, so as you guys are walking, Tommy is just going to keep talking. Captain, she's been sending patrols outside the city, but, haven't really found nothing. It's probably a whole bunch of bandits who, they keep to the dark, and, they've just been getting more and more bold. Is that not how it is in the cities near you? So, but we don't want to cause a panic. Don't want to cause a panic.
I mean, we haven't had a kidnapping in our city in a long time. The guards do a good job.
Well, you're lucky. So I guess that's why people keep moving there and to other cities. And, that's just sad. Sad for our city. So, man. But, yeah.
How long have the kidnappings been going on for?
Couple of months. I don't really pay attention to rumors that much, but Captain, it sounds like this is something you need to talk to her about.
All right. But if the people are missing, it wouldn't be rumors. Right?
Who knows? They might have just disappeared.
That's possible. I've seen a good poof is
But they were good.
I have nothing for that
top
logic.
researchers. Probably, it might be the criminals. The guards will figure it out. Captain Trebon, she's great. She's amazing. She's so nice.
So what positions do your family have in the guard?
They're just guards. Kind of low level. Never really promoted. I think they're heightest. Yeah, they're totally heightest.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Wow.
You could stack 3 of them on a train. 1, 2, 3. Make one full guard.
Oh, I was gonna say something, but I need him on my side.
Is there anything we should know about Captain Tribon and before we meet her?
Oh, she's the best. She is so nice.
Oh.
Are you
Thank
related to her?
Why are you shaking your head, Tommy?
Yes.
No. She's really great. She's really great. She's tall. She's very tall. So, yeah, she's great at her job. Really, really great at her job.
Interesting. Thank you.
Can I do
That
an
heads up.
Yeah. Can somebody please do an insight check? Because that felt like a lie.
I think we can go with our instincts on that, y'all.
Yeah.
So nice. She's great. She's really great.
I've got that. What is it? Ear for deceit or whatever.
Oh yeah, you do. What does that say? Where did that go?
It said, okay, so it says you develop a talent for picking out lies whenever you make a wisdom insight check to determine whether a creature is lying. Treat a roll of 7 or below on the D20 as an 8. So I automatically have an 8 plus whatever the wisdom is, right?
Well, go ahead and roll it.
Insight.
Give me an insight.
Okay, while he's rolling real quick, we have a question in the chat about our AI. They're asking if you're like a wizard / Twilight cleric multi-class. If you could just tell them what you are.
Yeah. So originally it was a wizard druid, but our lovely DM basically built me a character. So I don't actually know what you put in. I don't know where the divine theory comes from. So there are some things in here that I'm not familiar with. So I can tell you that it was originally supposed to be wizard bard, but there's a little bit of barbarian aspect in there that you might get to see. So
Okay,
I'm not really
know.
sure exactly what you used.
Didn't we stem this off of the buff machine thought that we were talking about, where she has the ability to basically buff anybody in the party?
Yes, but I can't do that. So,
yeah,
I gave Mistress of Chaos free reign because the way that she built my backstory was
always smart.
It was incredible, and she built something amazing.
So far, it's been very useful. Your spells have been ridiculously useful. Like they've been so spot on.
Yeah, I kind of took because what I had everybody do, because I didn't really have them build out character sheets, so I just had them fill out what they thought their background was going to be like, and then from there I went and it's literally just a Word document. I went through Player's Handbook, Xanthar's Guide to Everything, and Tasha's Cauldron, and looked at every single class, all the feats, all the backgrounds, and just kind of pulled in characteristics that I thought would be applicable. So that's why it was like very wishy-washy D&D-esque. So we're kind of sort of using the rules, but like they don't have spell slots. Basically, I'm just gonna at some point be like, you can't do that.
Too many.
Too many. You pass too many, you're tired. You don't know how to do this anymore.
But basically wizard.
Yeah. So there's a little so it's like a little bit of everything rolled all in.
Like a perfect AI would be.
Yes. So same thing with like the senator. The senator is very charismatic, has a bunch of leadership skills, is like so much more built off of somebody who has successfully served in public life for most of their life. Our software engineer is sort of an artificer type, but very like gadgety, can make a whole bunch of things, can do a whole bunch of creation, has some really cool stuff. And then our security guy is basically like a tough badass who will murder hobo you.
And he apparently, according to my skill set here, am a super spy.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's kind of hot. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So just kind of literally made it all up.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Mistress of Chaos meets NASA. Hey.
All right. So as you guys have been having this conversation and getting to know Tommy a little bit more, he does talk a little bit more, and like he explains a little bit more that there are, even though Aldestron is an amazing town, there are criminal elements like out in the dark woods, and like again he's just like, how do you guys have this? You gotta have this in your town. And that's where he's like, if we were going to talk about rumors, that would be who might have like kidnapped maybe some of these criminal elements. Or they exploded themselves. So like that's my theory. It's one of those others.
You keep saying exploded themselves as if you have some evidence. Was there an explosion?
I mean, I didn't hear about an explosion, but explosions happen. Boom. That's why I'm not allowed to practice magic.
What you
Oh.
keep saying they're kidnapping these criminal elements.
No, the criminal elements are probably like if they didn't.
Oh,
close
okay.
out, they
I was
kidnap the
curious. I
researchers.
got confused. I thought you were
I
calling
mean,
the
the criminal
researchers.
elements might kidnap each other. Who knows? They're crazy.
But
They're not-
do you consider the
not a guy.
researchers criminal elements?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's
I mean,
possible.
That would be weird, wouldn't it? Oh
Did
my
you hear
gosh,
that?
would just-
I heard a rumor.
hopefully not in our town. Maybe in your town, the researchers are part of the criminal elements, but not here in Aldous.
Have you ever heard the rumor that the universe is flat?
What? No way.
That's what I heard, that the stars just fall off the end. Like,
Well, you know, our planet moved, so that makes sense.
Interesting.
Holy-
above table.
Yeah, interesting.
I have performed my investigation and found that he's a dumbass.
That is very.
What did you roll?
I didn't have to roll.
You have to roll. You have
right,
to
what do you want me to roll?
Can't
What do you
just
want me to
not
roll? What do you want me
He's
to
a dumb-
I for detail, perception. What do you want me to roll?
It's insight. They were in your character
All right.
sheet.
That's a 13.
13. Yeah. Well, okay. So you get the feeling it's kind of the way people who look up to like the weaker people look up to people who are kind of mean to them. And they're, you know, like the kid in the friend group that always gets picked on, but still like worships the nice people. So he's Wormtail in like with in Harry Potter. So like, they're all mean. to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. James
have
Potter and all Sirius Black, they're all mean to Wormtail, but
he's not wearing a red hat, is he?
Okay.
No, he's not wearing a red hat.
Sorry, what did you ask?
I said, was he wearing a red hat? No.
No, he's not wearing red hat.
Just asking.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here at the guard station. Can you let me down, please, big guy? I don't, you know, my foot. I don't want to.
There you go.
So he kind of like shuffles on over to the front desk. He's like, hey, Billy, other Billy. That's Billy. But you're Billy too. And he talks to, this is my cousin. You're both named Billy. That's awesome.
Wow.
So
That's
they're here to see
impressive.
the captain. See the captain? Yeah, they're totally here to see the captain. Well, let me take it right back.
Thanks,
All
Billy.
right. Thanks, Billy. Bye, Tommy.
Thanks,
Billy
Tommy.
hops down. And
Two Billies.
yeah, so it's dressed all in black, has a black cape, and takes it down a very industrial looking
Does he
hallway.
have any like insignia to suggest that he's like assistant captain?
Do insight check to see if you can, with your AI-ness, determine.
AI-ness. No capes. No capes.
I get a 16 plus 2, so 18.
Ooh.
There's not a lot of markings, so you would know, you would have cataloged all of the Earth-based military, police, and little Billy, not Senator Billy, doesn't have a lot of insignias or markings on his shoulders or his collar or like
Just like he's pretty basic.
yeah. So
He
you
doesn't have a
probably
set of
can make an
keys on his belt,
assumption
does
that
he?
he's
Okay.
not high ranking.
Gotcha. Excellent. So they probably either are watching us come in and they're ready, or they're not that worried about us and they really do mean what they say that they need help. Would be my guess.
or they have zero clue that we're showing up.
Or they have zero.
Zero
Yeah.
clue.
They're like, oh sure, I'll take you into this highly guarded area. No wonder everybody got kidnapped.
Hey.
I mean, Billy's related to Tommy.
Yeah.
No.
What is those? I'm gonna protect you.
All right. So Billy takes you into the office and knocks on a door. It's all the blinds are closed, so there's glass. It's basically like any cop movie you've seen where
Great.
captain's in the office, blinds closed.
So they haven't had a sun for 400 years, but they still have blinds. Curious.
Yeah, well, remember
Privacy blinds.
Privacy, yeah.
Faywin
Yes.
explained that the shield produces like a day and night effect.
That's okay.
And the farm, so as you were walking,
Great.
the dome over you was starting to simulate a nighttime.
Gotcha.
And you
Okay,
would
so
have
it's not
seen
just
again
a win.
as you peeked out through buildings over the plateau, you saw that the farm areas were still staying lit up, while the rest of the dome over you is just creating a sunset-ish atmosphere,
Excellent.
twilight,
Thank you.
if you will.
Thanks, Betty.
So
I like it.
Billy reaches up and jumps, and he's able to open the door. And as you open it, you see a tall, muscled half-orc woman who is as big as Granite, if not slightly bigger, with visible scars on her face and arms. She has clearly seen battle. She is grim and serious as she turns around and looks at you and says, she just kind of glares at you for a second. How can I help you?
Are you Captain Tribon?
She'll just grunt back at you in the affirmative. I can't make that noise.
We were just speaking with Failwin, and she suggested that we come and visit with you about what's been happening in your city with your researchers. Is that something you'd be like a conversation you'd be willing to have with us?
You're an associate of Failwin?
No, we only just met her today, this day.
Why would she tell you to come see me about that?
We inquired about the poster in the tavern.
The missing people.
Yeah.
Come in. Do you have information about them that would be useful?
No, we're just trying to see if we can help.
And
We've heard,
okay, go ahead.
we've heard that 4 researchers have gone missing.
Mhm.
Maybe
Oh
we
man, I
could
love
lie.
this character.
She's so good.
Can we
Yeah.
lie? Is it possible for us to just lie and be like, someone from our city also went missing?
You could try to roll a deception check.
Can I send a message?
Yeah, you should be able to.
I suggest we stay on the up and up with the people here. They haven't lied to us, and they seem to pick up on it really quickly, with the
They
exception
also
of the little
kidnapped
one.
Just gonna say they also
Yeah,
kidnapped us.
I agree,
And there's kidnappers.
but
that
they're
are-
our only hope of getting back too.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. All right.
Dana, why
So-
would you put that, Dana?
So, Captain Tribon,
Oh,
do you recognize us?
No. And that is the only reason I haven't kicked you out of my office yet, is you don't seem to be from here.
So, what perhaps do you think that means? Where do you think maybe we could be from?
How about you come in, sit down, close the door, and we can figure this out.
All right.
I'll close the door, but I'll stay by the door.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
She's scary. Okay, so we go in and we close the door behind us. Okay.
So how about you tell me where you're from?
We are from a different place than this. And
That's
we also have an issue with people disappearing 4, actually, to be honest. And I noticed that there's a connection. You're missing 4 and we're missing 4, and wondering if you could help us understand what's happening here.
If you need to fill out a missing persons report, I'll send you back out to Billy.
So I have this is above the table to Mistress of Chaos. I have where is it?
I'm trying so hard not to laugh. This is so hard. Thank you for giving me a break.
Okay, good. It's somewhere where I can it's like charming. I can charm someone to make them a friend.
You want to try to charm her?
Friends. It's called Friends. Social action, I believe.
You've got charm person. You've got a cantrip friends. Charm person might be a little more powerful. You could also do suggestions or calm emotions.
Can we do calm emotions?
If you do friends, I think it turns them into an enemy after it's over. So
Okay,
I don't
wanna
know
do
how
that.
literal. Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
Do we want to provoke her?
And I think it's only for like creatures too. I don't think it's for people.
Okay.
And if we use charm person and they figure out what happened afterwards,
Oh man.
They'll be like, you.
They will know
Yeah.
after the spell ends. that
Senator,
they-
yes. I don't think
Okay.
it's a good idea, Senator.
It lasts for 1 hour though. So if you think you can charm her,
I'm going to try it. We have 1 hour. You're welcome, everybody.
So she needs to make a wisdom saving.
hold on, I gotta
throw.
stretch. I'm stretching.
Yeah, get ready, Granite.
We have 1 hour after I try to charm her for us to get as much as we can and get the thing out of there.
All right. So this is going to be what would be your, because I didn't give you a spell casting modifier. So let's say your spell casting modifier is 17.
Oh shit.
She got a nat 20.
Oh no.
Okay. So it failed and she knows it happened. Is that right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, but she would also, having literally been born on this planet and the position that she's in, she would know that your feeble attempt at magic
Okay, good. That's what I
is
thought.
from somebody, like it was very clumsily done.
Okay.
And
So-
that somebody who would attempt to do that, like, where are you from? That was terrible, by the way. Don't ever do that again to me. But
Oh, I was just hoping that you would start to like me. Did something happen? I
Oh
don't.
my god. She
I will never
just
like
doubled down.
that. Doesn't mean that we can't work together. Now you need to be honest with me and tell me where you're actually from. Otherwise, I'm kicking you out right now.
I'm just gonna pull up the map that I showed to Balin.
Have you improved it?
No. No. I ran it through Midjourney once.
What
So, yeah.
am I supposed to know
This
what
is
this
where we're
is?
from.
Like you
She doesn't have any clue. So she's not aware.
So you're
of her
saying
own-
you're from planets that orbit a sun, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
That's what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Captain.
What is the name of the planet that you're from? Are you talking to me, man by the door?
Yes.
Oh, I love her.
What?
We were kidnapped. We ended up here. You have people that are kidnapped. We don't know where they're at. We're here to figure a way to get back home.
Can you answer the question that I've
Earth.
been
We're
asking?
from Earth.
Earth.
Earth. Thank you. Is that hard? That is not hard.
We don't know you, and we're not sure if we can trust you either.
You know, can somebody make this one stop talking?
It looked like you pointed at Granite, not me.
I
I'm gonna
know.
leave that.
She just vaguely gestures.
No. Somebody make this one stop
I'm a
talking.
senator, and you cannot silence me.
That's called freedom of speech.
This is not going great.
Bill.
You remind me of someone back home referred to as the Florida man. I'm really glad we've met.
I assume this Florida man is amazing.
He pretty much is.
Well, so I do have some information
Oh.
about a telescope that apparently the researchers took from your planet accidentally.
The bubble.
Is this
The
the
bubble.
the bubble?
The
The bubble.
Hubble.
Buble.
You don't know about the Hubble?
No,
What?
and every time we hear this word, at least myself, it's very uncomfortable.
Oh,
My spider
man.
tingle
Can
goes
I
everywhere.
ask, Mistress of Chaos, can I ask, do I have a hole in my memory? Is it
Ooh.
like a date? I can see something has been erased, or was it just never there?
You've forgotten Grok.
It's almost like it was never there, but like that's interesting. From your perspective, yeah, there probably is like almost like something that has been cut off and it's been
Like the information
around.
was in there and then deleted.
yes.
Okay,
That's
so
why
I can
your
see-
map
And it's a
looks that
lot, like,
way.
yeah, and the more and more, because as an AI, you're
Okay.
like
yeah, all the
you've been
information from
on
that
Earth,
was
on
deleted.
Earth you didn't
Okay.
notice it, but now that you've come here,
Okay.
you're starting to feel like there is something missing, and then the more and more like you're starting to get a more tangible like this is not like there is a whole bunch of data that's gone.
Can I
You got
ask
holes in your. You're
Starman?
Matt Kaufman.
Can I ask Starman? Is that something that you can investigate at some point? Like maybe not right this second, but like I message you and I'm like, every time that word keeps coming up, I'm noticing registry errors that are massive, massive holes in my data set.
Yeah, maybe later we can run some checks to see we can articulate exactly what's missing.
Mhm.
And some more evidence.
That's why your maps look like shit. Because you're.
Yes, exactly.
You forgot how to do stuff.
I forgot how to. I don't know anything.
So she'll explain, she doesn't have a lot of details, but she'll explain that her knowledge from her conversations with the observatory about these researchers is that the researchers were trying to access the data from the Hubble in order to further their knowledge of the planet that you're on to help the planet. But from there, and they're not really sure, the observatory is not really sure from her understanding what went wrong, but that the telescope went missing and then the researchers started to go missing. So she'll say, they've been happening for a few weeks now. After the first, we assume Ziania Hesk had simply gone to research in another city without informing anyone, as she does. Because it definitely was not the first time.
What was her name? I couldn't hear that.
Ziania?
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll type it in the chats. I'll spell them out after I've read my script. Again, these names. But then the others began going as well. Now there's a total of 4 of them missing. They were working together on some project. I don't know what. I would investigate further, but my guards are already stretched thin with all these increased patrols.
Can I ask you a question, Captain?
Sure.
You say they took the bubble from wherever it was, this telepope
Hubble.
Hubble. Okay.
Hubble.
Okay.
You
Humble
are
bun-
not as dumb
bundle.
as you look, aren't you?
I love you.
I know.
And you'll see
Anyway.
like her lip quirk a little bit.
Anyways,
Go, Granny, go.
Are you trying to charm her?
No, actually.
I think he is, and he's not even aware of it.
I guess my question is, you say they took the Hubble. Where is it now?
I do not have that information. I do not know. Like I said,
see.
we're my patrols are stretched thin. In the observatory, that's why they wanted to bring you here, is because you would have the knowledge to help investigate and find this. This is outside of our scope.
That's interesting. I
Oh.
seem to think that we've managed to uncover more information than you have in the small amount of time that we've been here.
You mean
That
the
was
information
really
I told
charming.
you all about?
Yeah. The captain. You said Diana was missing first. Is that right?
Diania was first. Yes.
And then Eric is another researcher's name we've heard.
yes.
Do you
It
have the
is-
other names?
Irik, Hazen, Xenia, Husk. And then where's my other kid? Telton. Oh, fuck my life.
Kelton?
Telton, Theridin, and Cav Grenner. And I'll type this all in our chat so you guys can have
Okay.
the names.
Xenia, Eric, Tilton, and Cav.
What were their positions? Like what were their jobs?
They are all part of research teams.
Yeah, but did they have specific jobs on the research team?
You're going to have to talk to the observatory about this. I am not their babysitters.
Captain, can I ask,
Go ahead.
where are you sending the guards to look for them? Like, where are you actually looking? When you try to find them?
Guards have been going out to patrol in the farms and the dark zones.
Okay. So they're mostly disappearing in the dark zones?
No, they're disappearing from here. My guards are going out and doing their job in the areas that are dangerous.
Did you have them look here inside the city?
The observatory is doing the investigations.
Who runs the observatory?
I would recommend that you go talk to
The observatory.
Hmm?
I recognize that her language loop, her context window is very short.
Morgan
We're getting
Shari
into the loop mode.
at the observatory.
Perfect.
Morgan what?
Morgan Shari.
Ah, thank you.
What are we in the private chat looking? Yep.
Yeah, so that's just the spelling of all the names.
Thank you.
So you guys can have them.
Yeah.
Because I am not going to pronounce them. It's going to be like Mogedi
So-
and Mogadadadi.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's one full name.
No, that's
Diania-
2 names. I just didn't press enter.
Okay, so have they do they have 5 people missing?
The last one is the observatory lady.
Oh, never mind. Got it.
Is there anything that we should know about Morgan before we talk to her?
She's been the head researcher at the observatory for over a decade and is devoted to providing the best environment for her researchers. They've turned the city and the observatory into a creative powerhouse, and where they research frequently test conventional ideas. Whether or not that is a good idea or not is above what I care about.
Can I ask, do you have a large hadron collider here? Just curious.
Yes, one of the other cities, but we don't call it that. Like it's translating into, you say hadron and like it translates
Whatever it
into
is, yeah.
what that is.
Okay.
But of course we do. Why wouldn't we have an antimatter collider?
Thank you.
I left mine at home, but
Does anyone else have any questions for the captain before we move on?
Yes. Are there any other suspicious crimes that are happening that are abnormal, other than the Underdark monsters and creatures causing chaos? Anything that would seem out of the ordinary?
The there has been a lot of additional crimes in the city, but I am worried for everybody's safety, which is why I've been deploying the guards out, and they haven't been able to help the observatory with whatever investigations they've been doing. This is very serious, and if you can talk to the observatory with whatever Earth knowledge you have, that would be excellent. I would like to prevent mass panic after this research team has gone missing.
So it sounds like, Captain, you really care about your city.
Of course.
And we are hoping that we can help and that, we are the leaders you've been looking for. That being the case, is there anything else you can tell us? Anything you can give us? Anything at all to help us be successful in this mission, this course to help your planet?
Well, I hope you get whatever memories back that is missing. And again, the observatory is probably the best place to go at this point.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that.
Can I ask Captain something else? We saw some posters about missing animals. Are there a lot of reports of missing animals as well?
Not above. In the chaos, I think people's animals are just scurrying out because they feel the fear in the air, and
Explosions.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, it's Tommy talking to you again. Did he explode something again?
Yeah, he said people are turning into fireworks and just exploding. So
That's just Tommy.
That
There's a
tracks.
reason we didn't
Yeah,
hire him. We
he
told him
told
it
us
was split, but and honestly,
He told-
Billy's a dumbass too. But at least he doesn't explode things.
Tommy said something about the universe being flat.
Yeah, I did.
Like I said, Tommy's a dumbass. I haven't heard that one before. I completely ignore him. Was he drinking again? Did he
No.
start a fight again? Am I gonna have to go?
No.
We need to go. No. Okay.
No, we're good.
Oh, yeah, no fights.
Yeah, Tommy hooked us up. He showed us the way over here.
Well, Captain, as we move along on our way, can I just ask a favor that if there comes a need that we can call on you for help?
I will absolutely help if I can.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I step aside, I open the door and let everybody walk out. As they leave, I turn to the captain, say, this is the second thing I'm helping you with. She have a quizzical look on her face?
Yes.
I'm talking about your brawl fetish. I might start one later. And I walk out. Her brawl fetish, because she hates tavern brawls. So I might,
I thought you
It's
said
very well
draw
played.
fetish. I
no,
was like,
brawl. It was brawl fetish. I might start one later. And then I walk out.
Wow, the flirting is wild. That's what happens with the Mistress of Chaos, I guess.
Spicy. As we leave Earth, we're very thirsty.
Just parched.
Very parched.
Wow.
Everything is about gathering information.
It's true. It's true.
All right.
Jeez.
So from there, you guys are heading to the observatory, and it's almost 11 o'clock. So this is where I'm going to end us here tonight, because don't want to go too late. And like I said, this 3 to 4 hour game, as per what the guidebook said.
Yeah.
We're not even past the first. There's 2 parts of this, and we haven't even finished the first part yet.
I'm not surprised at all. We are a suspicious group.
Yeah. And you guys didn't even pick up the bait to get in that fight. So
Oh, good.
of course
Yay.
not.
Oh, the first fight?
yeah.
No, I
We're
put
like, whoa. Buy him a
we
beer
need to stop
instead.
that shit real quick. Well, I mean, it's a good way to establish rapport, one with the barkeep, 2 with one of the combatants. And it's a quick way to build rapport.
Exactly.
Awesome. I am not the only person who heard bra, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think all of us did. If we're honest.
Listen, if I'm being honest, they should go away too. That's just me. They should just
Well.
disappear. And we have the bubble trouble.
Hubble,
thing is
trouble,
killing me.
toil, and bubble.
Oh my god, the Hubble thing is cracking me up.
Okay, so we're going to be playing every Tuesday. Is that right? At 7:30 CT?
Every Tuesday, unless otherwise
Forever.
specified, probably for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
All right.
Lost
So
in space,
it'll
but with
be-
NASA.
Yeah.
Right back here at the Malkier Talks channel. I'll make sure to post the links ahead of time. Once again, I am your Mistress of Chaos, aka the Roof Mistress Leia. You can find me on ThreeFold Talk on Thursday nights. We do a live stream again here on Malkier Talks, and I am hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks going to be starting my Wheel of Time 4th Age D&D campaign. It will also be hosted on this channel. The name of that podcast is Time to Roll the Dice. And yeah, so check back for notifications on that. So Starman, do you want to any closing words? Where to find you?
Oh yeah, let's see. So yeah, you can find me on X. I'm at the Meme Reborn, also known as Mr. Winespring. I will be in the kitchen eating some whites, so you can talk to me.
Nicely done.
Winespring.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Winespring. You can find me on X at Winespring Cafe. My website is winespringcafe.com. And Monday evenings on Critter XD's YouTube channel, you can find me and Tavern doing the Will and Chill show, where we also play the Night to Say Chill D&D. And we are currently watching the OA and discussing that in depth and with lots of fun. So come by that channel too.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Aliens.
You can find me at graphicoregon.com. You can find all of my weird things that I do. They're not weird, they're amazing. But I am excited. I love D&D, and I am going to be here every Tuesday for as long as you'll let me be.
Yay!
Tavern.
I am Tavern. You can find me on X. You can find me there as Mr. Winespring's Mister. No, I'm just kidding. You can find me there as Tavern. You can look Tavern up on TikTok, Redbubble, TeePublic, and I believe also Zazzle. For merch, I do a lot of stuff for the Wheel of Time, some stuff for Fallout and some other fandom stuff that I'm putting out there. And yeah, co-host on Wheel and Chill show with Critter XD, with which I would not be around. So there you go.
All right, and thank you everybody who joined us live. Thank you everybody who watches this later. Feel free to leave comments down below. Let us know how amazing we are, whether or not you would crush on the NPCs or
Not going back to Earth.
Oh, damn.
No.
Yeah, I was
We'll
about to
just
say.
download you.
Yeah, Badger and I are pretty set. I think.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
We'll go back and save everybody. Don't worry about it. I'm a senator. That's what I do.
You're gonna be president when you get back.
Yeah, I am.
Right. And on that note, thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
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 And stream.
Yay.